Hey guys, this is my review of Super Sons number 12. This is the final issue in the Super Sons of Tomorrow story arc. Honestly, I only started reading this book because of that, but I think I'm going to sub to it because the writing is really good. The characterization's really good. The art is really good. Maybe I'll figure out a different word to use other than really good. It's phenomenal. Let's go with that one. But this story arc, the Super Sons of Tomorrow story arc, I think did exactly what DC, or what a story arc like a multi-series story arc is supposed to do. And it's supposed to keep you reading, it's supposed to be interesting enough to get you engaged in all three, all the books that it crosses, but then keep you reading those books. And I think this is going to do just that. I'm going to keep reading Super Sons. I'm probably going to keep reading Superman. And I think I'm going to pick up Teen Titans. So, again, good job to DC creating a story that again can span multiple series and now get people interested in each of those series. So, what's happened in Super Sons of Tomorrow so far is Tim Drake from an alternate timeline has come back to kill Superboy because he fears that Superboy is going to, at a later date, cause a massive disaster, killing millions of people. So to prevent that, he's going to come back in time and kill him. So, of course, Damian Wayne, being friends with him, is like, I don't buy that. We're gonna figure this out. In doing so, it also kind of put a rift in the Teen Titans. So there's like a really good dynamic there. So the last issue ended with Tim kind of taking on Superboy's solar flare, which sent him flying into the time stream. So again, the art on it, if you saw my last video for Superman 39 with George Affleck playing Superman, there's the version of Superman here, A-okay. Perfectly drawn. Loved it. So here's Tim now as a savior flying through the time stream, because that's where he has been like cursed to. And if you see, like, he is now apparently everywhere all the time. So now these Titans from the future, which are Connor Kent, I forget who this is, and Bart Allen, have come back to help the Titans and Superman take care of Tim. So they go back to their timeline, and I really like this. So Garth is like, I think I know that girl, and Wally West is like, I totally took a selfie. And so when I first read this, I was like, oh my gosh, like really, like this is, we're gonna do the whole like selfie shtick, in this book. And so then Raven destroys it, and then this is what I love right here. So Raven's like, what just happened is nothing to smile and laugh about. A version of Tim Drake, someone we were close to, just sacrificed himself in front of us a minute ago, and you're snapping selfies with a goofy grin on your face. And I was like, damn. Like, smack. And then, like, I think that it's a perfect example. Wally apologizes. He's like, sorry, I was kind of caught up in the moment, which, can happen. But I just kind of like that Raven, kind of put him in his place that, hey, this wasn't something to kind of laugh and joke about. We cared about Tim. Tim was a Titan, and now he's gone. Granted, it is from an alternate timeline, but still, this was somebody that they cared about. Next, this is what's kind of weird. So Bruce, who was incapacitated by Tim Drake in the first issue, wakes up and he's talking to Alfred, and he's like, you know, I'm still recovering from Tim Drake, you know, the alternate Tim Drake again. And Alfred says it must have been a dream, and he's like, huh, a dream. So this leads me to believe that anybody who was not directly in contact with Tim while he was here in this universe does not remember or does not think anything else has happened. Because obviously, like I said, Alfred has no idea what he's talking about. But obviously Bruce still is like, no, I'm pretty sure I fought that guy. And this is that Superman. Again, it looks like Superman. You look at this and you're like, a badass dude. Just perfectly drawn, huge freaking arms, you know, I'm jealous, not, So, you know, Damian kind of does the, kind of a little bit of the bad boy thing where, Superman doesn't want John hanging out with Damian anymore and being not sidekicks, I guess partners, because he's worried that Damian's going to trigger something in John to have another solar flare. And so he says, you know, we got to analyze your partnership again. And Damian's like, I knew this was coming. And he's like, what was that? And he's like, oh, no, nothing. I got something stuck in my teeth. You know, kind of just is like, you know, you don't sass Superman. You know, if Superman talks to you, you're like, yes, sir. Whatever you say, sir. So then they have a little heart-to-heart and, you know, about, hey, we need to be, you know, we're better together than apart. We're there to kind of protect each other. I love this where he's like, you know, he's like, how'd you get so smart? He's like, I always listen to you and Mom, you know, or I listen to you and Mom all the time. Superman's like, all the time? He's like, well, most of the time. And Damian's like, tossing around all this sugar is going to turn me into a diabetic. That made me chuckle. There's some more, the Titans, again, they're dealing with them kind of in a rift of how they dealt with the Superboy and Tim Drake thing, that I think is going to bleed over into the Titans. I'm definitely picking this up, adding it to my sub. You know, the art, story, you know, the dialogue, excellent. I highly recommend it. Add it to your sub. Go get it now. Subscribe over here. Watch some more videos. Let me know how I'm doing in the comments. If you're subbed, make sure you're up for alerts. That way, you know when new videos come out. I'm trying to get at least 2 out a day. We'll see how it keeps going. So keep it up, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.